Okay, so this is my project 3. I have project 1, which was a improved random number guessing game. It's supposed to let you continue guessing until you get the right number, and we're supposed to use while loops. Uh, so if I guess a number, 250, 100, 50, 34. Okay. Okay. It's 15. So it's supposed to keep track of the many guesses you take to get the number correct. And then it's supposed to ask you to play again. So at first I didn't have this, but then I added another while loop. So if I put a wrong input, it just says invalid input. But if I put yes to continue playing, I made it so it shows you the number of rounds you're in. So right now I'm in round 2. So 500, 700, 600. 40, 35, 30. So it took me 7 tries this round, and last round it took me 8. 8 plus 7 is 15 across 2 rounds. And if I want to stop playing, I just put N, or I made it so it's also capital N. So, and then it displays your stats right here. And yeah, that's the first part. And the second part is a calculator. So it's supposed to let you input how many numbers you want, what you want to do with those numbers, and then you put in the value of those numbers, and then it gives you your result. So I run it. How many numbers do I want to look at? Let's do 4. What do I want to do? Average. Let's do 20. Let's do, supposed to also do decimal numbers, 134.56 and 23.78, 37.9. So the average of these 4 numbers is 54.6. Then it's supposed to ask you if you want to look at another set of numbers. I also made it so if you put a wrong input, it just says invalid input. But let's say I want to look at another numbers. How many numbers do I want to look at? Let's look at 3. Let's do series equivalents. 120, 45.67 to 78.5 or 32.7. So that's the series equivalents. Let's do parallel. 1240.5. Oh, I'm pretty sure shouldn't put a decimal. 2, 3. 1240.5. 245.45. 67.90. And it gives you my parallel equivalents. How many numbers do you want? Something I wanted to say is, so right here, I wanted to do the same thing with yes or no, where if you put a wrong input, I wanted it to loop, but I couldn't figure out how to make it so it only accepts numbers right here when I ask this. So if I were to ask this and if I put a D, it it continues. I couldn't figure out how to make it so if it's only numbers, it can continue, but if it's a letter, I don't know how to make it so it recognizes that and it doesn't continue and it says invalid input. But yeah, this is my project 3.